Have you ever wished you could just tell your computer exactly what to do? Well, that's what programming is all about. Today, we're taking that very first step into this incredible world. And our guide for the journey, it's one of the most popular and, honestly, friendliest languages out there, Python. So, here's our game plan. First up, we are going to pull back the curtain on what programming actually is. Then we'll get to know our guide, Python, a little better, and even dig into its pretty surprising origin story. And finally, we'll tackle our first big quest, getting you all set up to write your very own code. It's a straight shot from zero to ready to go. All right, let's kick things off at the very beginning. What is programming, really? When you strip away all the jargon, it's actually way simpler than you might think. It's all about giving a computer a super specific to-do list. I mean, think about it. Have you ever been doing something repetitive and just wished your computer could, do it for you? Like automatically sort all your photos or grab the latest headlines from your favorite websites. That feeling, that desire to automate things, that's the spark where all programming begins. So officially, programming is just the process of writing instructions, a set of rules, that a computer can actually understand and then follow to get something done. That's it. It isn't magic, not at all. It's just a language that's built on pure, simple logic. The best way to think about it is like a recipe, right? If you want to bake a cake, you can't just tell a chef, hey, make me a cake. You have to give them every single ingredient down to the exact measurement, every oven temperature, and every step all in the perfect order. Well, a computer is like the world's most obedient but least imaginative chef. It will do exactly what its recipe says, no more, no less. Okay, so if programming is like writing a recipe, we need a language to write it in. And that brings us to our guide for today, Python. It really is the perfect tool to start your whole adventure. Now, to really get why Python is so special, you gotta understand this little tug-of-war that every programming language deals with, making the code easy for humans to read versus making it super efficient for the machine to run. A lot of older languages, they went all in on machine efficiency, which often makes their code look like a total mess to us humans. Python, it did the exact opposite. It decided that human readability was the most important thing. The whole idea is simple. If the code is clean and feels intuitive, it's just plain easier to write, easier to fix when things go wrong, and easier for other people to collaborate. So, why kick off your journey with Python? Well, there are 3 huge reasons. First, it's just so beginner-friendly. Seriously, the syntax, which is basically the grammar of the language, often feels like you're just reading plain English. Second, it is unbelievably versatile. We're not talking about a toy language here. This is what companies like Google, Netflix, and even NASA use for everything from building websites to running AI. And third, the community is absolutely massive. So if you ever get stuck, and trust me, you will, there is this huge global network of people who are ready and willing to help you out. And this focus on clarity, it's not an accident. It is baked right into the language's DNA. This quote here, readability counts, comes from a sort of mission statement for the language called the Zen of Python. It's this collection of guiding principles that constantly reminds developers to keep things simple, clear, and elegant. Every great tool has an origin story, and Python's is a pretty cool tale of how one person's vision just exploded into a global phenomenon. And that person is Guido van Rossum. Back in the late 1980s, he was working as a programmer in the Netherlands, and he was getting pretty frustrated that the most powerful programming languages were also just way too complicated for everyday tasks. He had this idea for something different, a language that was both powerful and simple to use. And what's crazy is that this whole thing started as a hobby project. In the late 80s, Guido started building this new language just for fun, in his spare time. By 1991, he released the first version to the world. And the name? Nope, not a snake. It was actually a tribute to his favorite comedy group, Monty Python's Flying Circus. The language really started to take off around the year 2000 with version 2.0. And then it got a major facelift in 2008 with version 3.0, which is the standard that pretty much everyone uses today. What a journey, right? From a side project to a tool that runs the world. Which brings us to our final section, and it's a big one, your first quest, the setup. This is where we go from just talking about code to getting you ready to actually write code. This is where the rubber meets the road. So, you ready to start your own adventure? It's time to get your tools. This is the part that makes everything we've talked about real, right there on your own computer. Let's do this. Okay, I'm going to walk you through this. It's just 4 simple steps. First, head over to the official source, python.org. Second, look for the downloads section and just grab the latest version for your computer, whether it's a Windows PC or a Mac. Okay, now step 3. This one is super important. While you're installing it, you're going to see a little checkbox that says Add Python to Path. You absolutely 100% want to check that box. Think of the path as your computer's address book. Checking that box tells your computer exactly where to find Python whenever you need it. Trust me, it saves you from so many headaches down the road. All right, and finally, to make sure it all worked, open up your computer's command line or terminal. Type python-version. That's Python space -- version, and hit enter. If you see a version number pop up, congratulations, you are officially a Python user. And just like that, you've taken your first most important step. You've got the tool, you understand the philosophy behind it, and you're standing at the beginning of a brand new path. So the only question left is, what are you going to build?